So, hi, Mom.
Hi, hon. How you doing?
Good, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Good.
So, we've been reading this book.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and
Very
here comes
nice book.
Precious.
Hello,
Precious. She can sit. Let her sit.
Okay.
Maybe we can talk about Precious in a minute.
Okay.
So, we've been reading Alma and How She Got Her Name by Juana Martinez Neal. And we're going to ask the kids to find out the history of their names.
Oh, that's a nice
So-
idea.
Yeah, they're going to have to write about it.
Okay.
Are you coming back, Precious? Come on, Precious. You can come back.
This is our cat.
That's Precious. So I was wondering, my name is Anne Dolores O'Keefe Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if maybe you could tell me and, tell the kids how I got my name.
Well, as you know, my name is Anne Dolores Regina DeGarry O'Keefe. And you got your name. It wasn't my choice.
Not
I
your
wanted
choice.
to name you Tina. And Tina is a very nice name.
Mm-hmm.
And I found a saint named Martina, so I was pretty happy. But when I spoke to your father, he wasn't going for that. He wanted to name you Anne Dolores because he liked that name, and he liked me. So he thought it would be nice if you were named Anne Dolores. So that's how you
Okay.
got your name.
All right. So it was kind of his decision.
Yeah, that was his decision, right?
His
Yeah, his
decision.
decision. Because I think maybe he was thinking if we ever were to have a boy, he'd want it named after him, Gerard Michael,
And that happened.
and that happened.
Right. So
And-
between me and Sue and then Brock,
And your sister Sue got her name because that's when I made the decision.
you made that decision.
I said one day, if it's a girl, we're having a girl, can we name her Susan?
Mm-hmm.
And your father said, yup. And then I said, how about Susan Patricia? Fine, okay.
Wonderful. So that worked
So that
out.
worked out, yeah.
In Massachusetts, they say Patricia, but I'm so glad we say Patricia.
Well, it's P-A-T, wouldn't it be Patricia or Patricia?
Well, Patricia.
Patricia.
Anyway,
Right,
anyway, we're not
anyway.
talking about
Anyway,
Sue's.
it turned out to Sue's.
Sue's.
So there you have it.
So why would you say my name is special?
Well, your name is special because when I was born, both of my grandmothers, one was Anna and one was Annie. So my mother took that name Anne, and then the Dolores part was because we have a Spanish background, and Dolores, and also because Grandma, who you guys call Gigi, had a devotion to the Blessed Mother, who is the Mother of Jesus, and she's known by the title. It's a sorrowful title, but Dolores. And there's also a Spanish connection. We had some Spanish in us, and how would you say it in Spanish?
Dolores.
Dolores.
So we come from a line of Annes.
Yes, we do. Annie Murphy,
Annie Murphy
Annie Decker.
and Annie Decker. So Annie Murphy was Irish and Anna
Annie and Anna
Decker was
Anna
German.
Decker McKean.
Oh, so she married an Irishman.
Yeah, German lady married an Irishman. Right.
And Annie Murphy was just straight up Irish?
Annie Murphy was straight up Irish, but Annie Murphy, her story is interesting because when she married Francesco de Garay, it wasn't done at that time. The Irish ladies weren't
Marrying the Spanish guys.
Right. And I think for a while her family maybe disowned her for a little bit.
Fascinating.
But it all turned out fine because apparently Francesco was a very nice guy.
And then Grandpa was Francis de Gary.
Well, he became known as Francis, but on his birth certificate, his name is Francesco.
Fascinating.
Right. But then
So
he
there's-
became Frank.
So there's ethnic background and ethnic heritage all wrapped up in there.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it is.
Fascinating.
Yes, very. It was fun. Yeah.
And there are no other Anns, Mom, just me and you.
Well,
First name Anns.
first name Ann's, but no, you had a cousin named Ann Rita.
Oh, yes, Ann Rita, cousin Ann
Right.
Rita. But,
She had the same, one of her grandparents was Ann.
but
a
you were
different
before Ann Rita, or you were after Ann
I was
Rita?
after Ann Rita.
Okay.
And for some reason, my family or anybody on my mother's side always called me Ann Dolores.
And
Where-
one of your friends calls me that too.
Yes.
And
but-
it's funny that should happen because Kate's daughter, Grace Alice, I always call her Grace
Isn't
Alice.
that funny?
Both names.
That's very interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. And this friend is a friend from kindergarten.
Yeah, how about that?
Right.
I mean, Kate's not my friend from kindergarten, but you know, she's
Yeah.
a good friend.
Oh, she's a good friend. She's a lovely lady. She was here a couple of weeks ago. We had a nice time. And I met her
And
husband.
her middle name is Claire, which was your mother's first name.
Even more interesting.
Even more interesting.
Right.
All right, so I have one more question for you, and I'm taking down lots of notes, bulleting my notes here, so I'll be able
Oh.
to share those with everybody when
Oh,
it's time
good.
for me to write my paragraph.
Okay.
Are you glad you picked it? Are you glad you went with Anne?
Well, yes, I am glad because you suit the name. Or the name
suit the name?
suits you.
It suits me.
The
Tell
only
me more about that.
well, the thing about of course, you know, I call you Annie girl.
Yeah.
Now, and I call you Yaya,
Yes.
which you don't
Which
like.
but
But-
my Greek friends will love that out there because they
Right.
call their grandmothers Yaya.
Yeah, I don't know why I ever called you Yaya, but I liked Yaya. The only thing, what happened with your name is, you know, you became young Anne.
Yes,
And
I still am.
You
I
still
love
are
that.
young Anne, and I'm old Anne.
Big Ann.
Big Anne.
Young
right.
Ann and Big Ann. And then we have someone who calls us Annie Elephant.
That's right.
Big Elephant
and little elephant. Right.
How that happens, that names get spiraled out of control into many
They
nicknames.
do.
So I'm going to make that bullet. Many nicknames. But you're glad you picked it because it suits me.
Yes, I think it does. I think it suits you. And you're Anne. You've never been Annie.
I am to all the cousins.
Oh, right. Right.
The cousins call
and
me
I'm
Annie.
Annie too. I have, as you know, you have 8 uncles and 3 aunts on the one side, on my
12
side.
of all you.
Right.
Oh.
And some of my brothers call me Annie, and some call me Ann Dolores.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
And my sisters also. Some are Annie, and
Aunt
Henry
Reed calls
calls
you
me-
Ann,
yeah,
without a doubt.
without a doubt.
And Aunt
Without a
Ronnie
doubt.
calls you Annie, and Aunt Mary calls you Annie.
Oh, definitely.
But some of the
Okay.
cousins call me Annie.
Right.
Tommy calls me Annie.
Yeah.
Stacy calls me
That's-
Annie.
Yeah.
All the Long Island cousins call me Annie.
But your nieces and nephews call you
Auntie.
Auntie. Your name isn't even
Auntie.
mentioned,
Not even mentioned.
but they know who it is.
But my nieces and nephews on the other side, they just call me Ann.
They don't put the aunt in.
No,
Oh. Well, I think when you put the aunt part in, it's a sign of respect.
it is.
A little, but if that's what they want to do.
And you know how I got the auntie, right?
No.
Oh, that's a funny story. Carolyn called me on my birthday when she was about 3 years old, my niece Carolyn, and she said into the phone, "Happy birthday, Auntie." And so I've been Auntie ever since.
There you go. That's really nice.
Yes, my brother and sister call me Ann.
That's right.
But
That's
all
they
the
do.
other cousins, Maggie,
Yeah.
all the Ronzanis,
Call you Ann.
Veronica. Veronica calls me Ann, but the rest of them, they all call me Annie. It's
Annie,
strange.
Right. An Annie girl is.
Actually,
your
the
uncles call
Coopers,
you
the
Annie
Cooper,
girl.
the Cooper cousins call me Annie Girl.
Uh-huh.
Some of the Ronzani cousins call me Annie Girl. Some of them just call me Annie. I think it depends on which cousins we're talking about.
Exactly. It's funny how people get names.
As long as they don't call me late for meals.
That's right.
Right?
You never want that to happen. But anybody with the name of Ann would not let that happen.
No, no.
But that's my official name. But I've gotten to get a different name now. I have another name.
You do.
And I'm a grandmother, and most grandmothers are called Gram, Nana, Nanny,
Or, like with my
Nana.
Greek friends out there, Yaya.
Yaya, right? But my name is Wa.
And Livy gave you that.
Yeah, and your daughter Livy, who now goes to RPI, when she was young, she couldn't say Grandma Ann, which is what my name started out as.
Yeah.
And she said Wa. So now
Everybody
calls
her
me Wa, and people coming now that I meet, you know, if they're coming new into the family and they feel a little funny with calling me,
Yeah, they just
we
call
just
you
call me
Wa.
Wa.
How about that?
I like it.
All right, so I think I have my notes, and if I need more information, I know I can go back to you, but I think I can
Oh,
certainly
sure.
write my paragraph.
Oh, good. You think you'll get a whole paragraph?
Oh, I can get at least 8 to 10 sentences out of that.
Oh, good. Very good. Well, I'm happy I was able to answer the questions.
Thanks. I even know how it's going to start. My name is, I'm going to list my name out, and I even know how it's going to end. And I love my name.
Oh, I'm
there you
glad
go.
you do.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. Thanks for asking me these questions. It's fun. Okay. That's all right. Now we're going to listen to